Hey everyone, how's everyone going? Doing or whatever. Hey Morpheus, how you doing? Hope all is well with you. Just got done eating. So yeah, I want to touch on this Bill Cosby story. So now he's free off of technicality. And what I feel about that, personally, I think he was guilty. You can't tell me 60 plus women are all lying on this man. That motherfucker is guilty of sin, and we're not even counting the ones who haven't come forward. That man was out here drugging women. The dude was a serial rapist, point blank, period. And I'm tired of people thinking this man is innocent. He's not fucking innocent. We as Black people need to stop always having to cape for every Black person, because not all Black people are innocent. There's so many Blacks that's dealing with injustice that we should spend our energy defending, and Bill Cosby ain't one of them. He's a fucking serial rapist. Even people in the industry said this guy raped, like this was a known thing, like in the Hollywood industry, that this motherfucker was out here drugging women and raping them. The lady who played Aunt Biv on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air even said that she know at least 5 women who haven't come forward say that that man raped them. And the way I see it, that man got away with it. The way I see it, look how long this been carrying on. And I don't feel no way about this nigga, because this is the same motherfucker who used to judge Blacks, talk down to us, while he out here got skeletons in his closet, out here drugging, raping women, trying to keep up this wholesome image. And see, a lot of times with these people who want to keep up with a certain image, they do that so you won't suspect that they're guilty of shit. But they are. And I don't give a fuck if he is Mr. Huxtable. I don't give a fuck. That was a character. It's not him. It's not his real life. It's a character. And I fucks with Cosby's show as well. You know, I fucks with that show. But that doesn't justify what the fuck he did. And then I heard people say, like, oh, why would he rape that woman? She's not attractive. What the fuck does that even mean? So wait, you have to be attractive to be violated? You know how fucked up that sounds? So you're basically saying ugly people, first of all, anybody can get fucking raped, first of all. And rapists don't give a fuck about sex. It's not about sex. It's about power and control. So when I hear people say that shit, it's just ignorance to me. Because what are you even trying to say? You think that's flattering? You think it's flattering for an attractive woman to be fucking violated? But that's supposed to be a compliment? Oh yeah, this person's pretty enough to be raped. And that's another thing. People love to put these people on a pedestal, and they wonder why victims never come out and say what was done to them. because they know they're not going to get justice. So it's not that simple to, just report a rape. And you're lucky you get a conviction at all. And just think about it. These women have to give details, graphic details of what was done to them, to the whole world. Having to worry about being judged, ridiculed by others. That's not an easy thing to do. That's not an easy thing for anyone to be able to do. And then to do all of that and still not get justice, that's like a slap in the face. And my thoughts are with the victims. Honestly, fuck Bill Cosby. That motherfucker is guilty as fucking sin. It is what it is. And when people say, there's need to be evidence, let me tell you something. A lot of times when it comes to shit like rape and shit, that's an isolated incident, okay? And it's really your word against that person. So you're not going to get fucking evidence. And in this fucking country, how we handle sexual assault cases is a fucking joke, if you ask me. We give drug dealers more time than we do sexual assaulters. Let that shit sink in. We don't do enough to protect victims. We don't. It's a fucking joke in this country. What's up, Ted? Yeah, man, I had to talk about this shit. And Bill Cosby is a fucking hypocrite. That man, all he ever done was talk down to us black people. That motherfucker had skeletons in his fucking closet trying to play this wholesome image like his shit didn't fucking stink, telling fucking Eddie Murphy he shouldn't use profanity and shit. Dude, shut the fuck up. You actually believe this motherfucker never used a profanity in a day of his life? Shit. And then when he was trying to control Lisa Bonet because she wanted to branch out and do other shit outside of the Cosby Show, he was over there telling her what she needed to be doing and shit. He was trying to control her. Shit. And see, way before this story even hit, it was already rumors that this motherfucker was known for drugging women. So this was nothing new under the sun. And nah, it ain't no motherfucking conspiracy. Because it's every dog. It's because, listen, every dog has its day. And it was time for him to reap the consequences of his actions over the years. So fuck a Bill Cosby. I don't have no love for rapists. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck about your race, your income status. I don't give a fuck. You do something to violate a person, you're a piece of shit in my eyes, and you deserve to be punished. Period. I'm not caught up in all that celebrity shit. I'm really not. I don't give a fuck about people's status. And you can't convince me that all these women are lying on this man. Not even counting the ones who haven't reported it. What's up, Jimmy? And then this is another thing that people need to understand. When you put motherfuckers in a high pedestal and you don't want to believe they're capable of doing shit, you're really ignoring the victims. And then you wonder why them very same people do not come forward. Because you already have in your mind, oh, this person can't possibly be capable of doing it. Well, how the fuck do you know? You don't know what a person is capable of doing behind closed doors. That man is not fucking God. No one's God. And what people don't understand when it comes to shit like that is why people get hooked on drugs, self-mutilate. Because that shit really fucks with your psyche, man. When someone just violates you like that, it fucks with you. So imagine you actually have the kahunas to report that shit. Going through all that, giving your details of what was done to you to a bunch of people and still don't get justice. Imagine that. And that's why a lot of times people be like, fuck it. Don't even bother reporting shit. Because they don't feel like they're going to get the justice that they want. It's really fucked up. And then I hear a lot of ignorance. I've heard people say shit like, oh, this person don't have to rape anyone. They get sex. It's not about sex. A person can get laid and still rape somebody. So what does that even mean? Again, it's not about sex. It's about power and control. So yeah, if anyone want to hop on the panel, give your take on it, I'll drop the link. And to anyone that ever been victimized, my heart goes out to you. If you experience something like that, know that it wasn't your fault. It don't matter what the fuck you had on. It don't matter if you went to that person's house. You didn't deserve to be raped. Point blank, period. If you didn't consent and that person overrides you, that was rape. And it wasn't your fault. Now, Bill Cosby is free. And I hope he continues to get all the karma until he dies. Because what he did to those women was despicable. He ruined a lot of people's lives. And I feel for the women. And I know that had to be devastating, that they thought they was getting justice. And this man ended up going free off of technicality. Yeah. I don't even like talking about shit like that because it just pisses me off. Like, we really have failed victims, man. And we need to do better as a society as a whole. We live in a rape culture society where we tell women, don't wear this, you'll get raped. No, why don't you tell the potential rapist not to rape? Now, of course, you should protect yourself. You should, because it's a fucked up world out here. But at the end of the day, we can do all that and still have fucked up things happen to us. But you know what? It wasn't your fault. It was the perpetrator. They chose to do what they did towards you. And it's just funny how we'll be sympathetic towards someone who had their shit stolen. We're sympathetic with that, but when it comes to rape, we tend to victim blame people. Oh, you should never went in their house. You knew what they wanted. Like, that's okay. Oh, you were a town slut. You should have been fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Who gives a fuck? Did the promiscuous person deserve to be raped? The fact remains they didn't consent. So if you didn't consent, it's rape. It doesn't matter how many people you slept with. And that's another thing. We love to pick the perfect victim, if you will. We pick and choose who we want to sympathize towards, which is fucked up because shit like that shouldn't even matter. The fact remains this person was violated. Who cares about their so-called reputation? They were violated. And this is another thing that we need to talk about as a society. Anytime someone pressures you to have sex with them and you didn't fully consent, that's rape. If you were asleep and that person just had their way with you, that's rape. If they drugged you and you couldn't consent to sex, that's rape. And I'm taking it a step further. And it doesn't matter your relationship with the person either. A person can get raped by someone they're in a relationship with. Whether it's your significant other, your spouse, you can get raped. You can get raped by your ex. And that's another thing. People always say, oh, watch out for stranger danger. No, a lot of times people get raped by people they already know. That whole stranger rape shit, that is a myth. Majority of people get raped by people they already know already. And I just feel for anyone who ever had that done to them and feel like they don't have no hope, feel like they want to give up. And I want to tell you, listen, it's not your fault. It was a person's fault who did that to you. And that's all I want to say about that subject. Peace.